Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to Fertility Friday. It's officially our first real Fertility Friday video, and I'm excited for today's video because mostly this video isn't just to update you guys on what's going on with me, but it's mostly because I want some feedback from you guys. I want to know what you think, where you guys are in this process, just kind of where you guys stand and what I want to discuss. So I hope you guys are all doing well as usual. I hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. And yeah, so let's just get into the video. I know everybody under the sun has heard about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade finally getting their miracle baby. And if you've been interested in Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, you heard at some point, I'm sure, on social media that she actually had her own little bouts with infertility or going through fertility treatments and stuff a few weeks ago. Actually, it was on my husband's birthday when Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade announced that they had their miracle baby girl through surrogacy, and my husband and I were at dinner for his birthday, and the conversation came up. And it wasn't from me this time because I feel like as far as our TTC journey goes, everything is usually an idea of mine or something that I'm interested in trying. And my husband's usually just a support system to kind of push things along or support me through whatever it is I'm interested in at the moment. And he brought up surrogacy. You know, through this journey, we think about all of our options. We think about surrogacy, adoption, like donor eggs, if you have to think about that, like all of the possible ways to get you that baby you want. I'm sure many of us have thought about, you know, what avenues we would go down, which ones we weren't really interested in going down. But surrogacy is something that I've thought about if we got to that point, you know, where I couldn't physically do it anymore, going through fertility treatments, that, you know, that would be something that I would be interested in. Another conversation we also had that same day was adoption. And I've always been open to adoption. And y'all know, in this journey, when we tell people that we're going through fertility treatments or doing this and that to conceive, a lot of people who aren't in this type of situation don't understand. And a lot of times their first question is, well, why won't you just adopt? Like just dismissing the fact that, you know, we would like to go through our own pregnancies, or we would like to give it a good try before we just say no, instead of just jumping out the gate, giving up on trying to conceive on our own first. And so, yes, if anybody is watching this and you don't have my same struggles with PCOS or infertility in general, yes, we have, so we don't need you asking us if we've thought about adoption. I feel like it's something that crosses all of our minds at some point, because for the most part, it might be something that all of us have to be faced with, or just in general, because there's so many children in this country. The U.S. is where I reside, or just around the world. There are so many children who need a home, a loving home to be a part of, a loving family to be a part of, that are just waiting to be adopted and loved. And I would love to adopt someday. However, my husband is kind of like, I don't know. He wants to think about it. He's like, you know, you don't know kind of what you're getting yourself into, and, you know, what's going to be the background of this child, and what are they going to be like. And I had to explain to him that it's kind of like just parenting in general. You don't know really what you're getting yourself into. But I know that I have the heart to love a child who needs a home, or who needs a mom and dad. And so does my husband. I think for a lot of people, though, it's scary, and that's understandable, because it's a lot going into it. A lot of people kind of prey on families who are looking to adopt, especially if you're trying to adopt from someone who's currently pregnant and stuff, and there's a lot of money that goes into it, and if things don't go through, you just lose all your money. So there's a lot that goes into adoption. So my husband did though let me know that surrogacy would be the route he would want to go down first before adoption. But what I want to know from you guys is, how far into surrogacy or adoption have you guys like really looked, or what resources do you guys recommend that I start looking in? Because I've looked here and there on the internet, and you know, a lot of people talk about scams and stuff on forums, and it's just kind of scary because I'm like, oh, I don't want to go down one rabbit hole and then it's all just a scam. I don't know, it's so many different avenues. My husband is in the military. I am gonna be going to the Navy legal department on his base to find out if the Navy offers any like legal counseling as far as adoption goes, or would they help us with the adoption process if we went down that route, or if we went through surrogacy, because I know there are some legal things that have to be done when you choose a surrogate, and you know, that whole process. I'm not exactly sure how the whole process works, but if you guys know anything about surrogacy or adoption, or ways and tips for me to make my husband a little bit more comfortable, or help him with becoming comfortable with adoption, or tips on bringing up the discussion so that I can help kind of put his mind at ease as far as adoption goes. I am also interested in adopting a child that's not a baby, and I've also talked to him about like going through the foster care process and adopting a child through foster care. And I know someone really close to me who has done that, but I know their situation is a lot different from mine. So I'm just interested from you guys who are kind of like in this same phase with me. What are your thoughts on adoption through foster care, adoption in general, and surrogacy? What tips do you have? What websites do you have? So this whole video is mostly just me asking you guys for help to start looking for more information, so that I am more informed. If you guys wouldn't mind like sharing some of your stories, if you check the description box, I always leave my social media handles down there and my email. You are more than welcome to email me. I promise it is fine. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about surrogacy and adoption, see what you guys' thoughts were on those areas, see if any of you have been down any of those areas, or how far you have checked into it. So yeah, I know I was kind of like all over the place, so I hope this video makes sense. I think that's all. Thank you guys as always for your support. I'm hoping that you guys can help me out with this one, help me with informing my husband on adoption and the different ways that we could go about adopting. And yeah, I am open to all of your information. Another thing, before I forget, I wanted to let you guys know that I have been assigned an endocrinologist in my area, but before I except that one that was assigned to me by TRICARE, I am researching different endocrinologists in this area because the reviews are kind of up and down in this area, or some of them don't have any reviews at all. So what I'm doing is just kind of researching their names and stuff and seeing what comes up under their name. So hopefully I'll be going to see my new endocrinologist soon, so that I can get the process going to work on my hyperthyroidism and getting myself back on the TTC train with you guys. So yes, with that being said though, baby dust to you all. I wish you guys so much luck in your journeys. I'm praying for you guys still, even though I'm on hold. I haven't forgotten about you guys. I've been praying for you. I'm rooting for you. And I think that's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, peace out.